Enid and Her Magic Yacht, Episode 2, Plastic City. Written by Kieran Haslam and illustration by Jaume Villadel. Enid and her friend Lorenzo were underwater with a fish acting like a clown. Captain Rollo was up above, eager to head home well before sundown. With a throaty call and an austere tone, he harked,
"Come on, you two, let's get going."
Perfect timing, they thought, as Enid and Lorenzo's hunger was exponentially growing. But as they made their way back, Lorenzo's keen eyes saw a shimmering light. They dove down further to investigate and saw a terrible sight. There were pirates down there, polluting the water, and oh no, they had been seen!
Arr, go get those kids before they tell someone! Arr!
A pirate started to scream. Enid and Lorenzo leapt up onto the bridge, and within minutes they were off. Captain Rollo's engines roared into life without a hiccup or a cough. It was 23 nautical miles to the island that they called their summer home, just south of Rocky Point, where the Queen of Sea Lions sat on her throne. They whizzed past the sea lion colony with Captain Rollo's engines shrieking out of room. But the sea lions started waving frantically, and on their faces the look of doom. They started shouting,
Enid, stop! The plastic pirates are waiting just ahead!
But it was too late, as pirate ships surrounded them, and Captain Rollo's heart had filled with dread.
Ye shall stop before thee!
Shrieked a pirate with one leg just like a plastic straw. Before they knew it, several pirates, having boarded Captain Rollo, started kicking in their door.
Arr, come with us to Plastic Beads, the pirate. We will take you. It's up to him to decide exactly what horrible fate awaits you.
The pirates bundled them into their submarine and dived to the deepest depths, while Captain Rollo remained on the surface under pirate watch and in deep distress. The pirates substreamed past the kelp fields and nearly ran into an orca named Kazoo, who panicked recognizing his little human friends and shouted, Enid and Lorenzo started to panic, and the sub went barreling on further. Kazoo shot off to see if he could get help from the Don, also known as the Godfather. Ahead of them, Lorenzo could make out that shimmering light again in the distance.
It looks like towers of plastic,
he said, surrounded by pirates polluting with persistence. The pirates started a sea shanty and in unison sang with glee.
If we do what our master tells us, his toxic charm will fill the sea. 'Cause here lies Plastic City, our home, a pirate metropolis beneath the waves. With gargantuan piles of plastic leaking into the water, sending many to an early grave. Arr!
Kazoo had finally made it to the Don, a sea manatee from the right family that kept the peace at great depths. Upon hearing the news, the Don called a meeting of his good henchmen to evaluate their next steps.
Tony the Squid, I want you to assemble each and every good fella. We're gonna go down there and rescue those kids, capiche? We'll all go together.
Enid and Lorenzo were standing in an enormous plastic bag that had drifted for an eternity. Plastic Beads, the pirate seated on his throne, said,
Welcome to my great hall of Plastic City.
It was awful, as the toxins in the plastic had eaten their way into everything possible. There were no fishes, no coral, no kelp, or forms of life, just trash and piles of rubble.
Now you can't stop my city in the deep. It's powered by the people in your homes. Consuming plastic and tossing waste aside, never questioning where it goes. It took me years to get your shops to abandon eco-friendly ways to package your supplies.
And now my toxins are destroying everything. It's such a delightful piratey surprise.
Plastic Beads the pirate signaled to his men as Enid and Lorenzo were about to meet their end. But at that moment, an orca pounced out of the shadows. It was Kazoo, their good friend. Along with the Don and Tony DeSquid's team, they tackled the pirates and captured Plastic Beads. The nasty pirate was shackled, and with tears he shouted,
Well, I'm ruined. All my hard work and evil deeds.
At that moment, Enid and Lorenzo made a pact. They would spread the word of the pirates and their defeat, hoping others would celebrate the news and join in to clean up the seas. No easy feat. With an excited return to Captain Rollo, they mentioned their new agenda to their family. To help save the planet, starting with our oceans, and to ensure a sustainable future for humanity. The end.